Hello, StarCraft fans! This is Falcon Paladin coming to you with yet another edition of Into the Void! Today, we have a game between Garathakk and BlackDiablo on Catallena, the latter edition. In the bottom right-hand corner of the map, we have the red Protoss player. It is BlackDiablo. And in the top right corner of the map, we have the blue Protoss player. It is Garathakk. It's going to be Diablo versus Garathakk here. Red versus blue. Into the Void is going to be a silver or bronze league level replay. If you would like to have your bronze or silver league level replay cast by Falcon Paladin, send it to falconpaladin@gmail.com. My screeners will screen it, and if it meets the bar, clears the bar, I will cast it. All right. So, probe scouting from Diablo. Yes, scouting is very important, especially at the lower levels when you're not quite entirely sure what your enemy is capable of based on how long into the game it is. If you're a professional, sometimes you get away with scouting, but I do not recommend it. Not at all. All right, so Garathakk throwing up his gateway on this ramp here, just in the front of his natural, and Diablo's gateway and second gateway are going to be at the top of the ramp up to his main. So I think he's going to be planning a little bit of a zealot rush here, but this is Into the Void. This is bronze. This is silver. These are players who are not going to be very good at the game of StarCraft. So they might try weird stuff that isn't going to work, or hey, weird stuff that is going to work. Right? Right. Absolutely. Both players are fully saturating their gases. This is a nice thing that StarCraft does for you. It shows you workers 3 out of 3. Workers 16 out of 16. Follow this. In general, back in Brood War, there is no such help at all. To know how many workers to fully saturate a Vespian Geyser, you just had to know. I don't think it told you in the game manual either. It was like, figure it out, scrub. And people did, and I found it on the internet. And I found it on the internet and was forever educated as to how many it was in Brood War. Second gas here done for Diablo, but Cyber Core not even done yet here, and he's not saturating that second gas either. So he is making Zealots, obviously, because it doesn't have a Cyber Core yet. So making a lot of Zealots here. Doesn't have Warp Gate research quite yet. Scouting Probe. Ooh, 2 shots on the Scouting Probe, but it takes 3 to kill it. Garathak's going to get a nice look here. See the second gas with only 1 worker on it. Going to see this pylon, see the Cybernetics Core. It looks like Garathakk has a better idea of what he's doing. Got that second gas. Already working on Warp Gate research. These Zealots are playing defensively for Diablo. If you're going to 1-base it in Legacy of the Void, I guess killing a Scouting Probe's pretty good. Bob the Zealot there. And friend, if you're going to play defensively, expand in Legacy of the Void. You're going to run out of minerals here very soon. They lowered the mineral counts on these several patches ago. I was going to say a few, but I think it's actually several patches ago. Whoa, Proxy Pylon from Diablo, though, here to the left. The leftish of Garathakk's base. He's never going to see it because it's way far away if you're trying to run, but if it's by sky, it's pretty close. So you might be able to throw a Stargate up there and get some damage done very quickly, but there's no probe anywhere near being able to do that. So I'm not sure what the plan was. Perhaps the plan was abandoned at some point as other plans came into fruition here. We didn't. Okay, is this a 1-base charge lot build? Twilight Council on the way. You can get charged for your Zealots. They move faster. They do this dash thing that's got a cooldown that hits units, and then they start attacking them. It's real good. But, man, double Pylon with possibly double Photon Overcharge when these Zealots get here, plus a nice little wall going on. Plus, these are going to be Warp Gates so soon. Warp Gates is 2 seconds away from completing. And, indeed, they are going complete. There it is. Chuck, chuck, chuck. 3 Warp Gates can warp in defensive units very quickly here. It is going to be charged on that production tab, but here come the Zealots, and they're going after this gateway. Now, recommendation, get inside the mineral line. Oh, there's a pylon back there too, so maybe not. Heading up into the main, Photon Overcharge is going to chase them down. Also warping in some Zealots to defend. Loving that very much. And just getting in this mineral line. There's a pylon here as well, but no. Oh, don't attack. Don't attack against Zealots. You can do that against Zerglings. Not against Marines and not against Zealots, that's for sure. Mothership Core, not enough for another Photon Overcharge quite yet. Defensive Zealots are joining the day here, though. And just trying to hack away as many of these probes as possible is Diablo. And despite the fact that he did manage to kill a few here, he's killed 8. We'll say it was 7, considering there was 1 that died back down in the southern section of the map. It's still 26 to 22 Harvesters. Garathakk has that second base. It's fairly well saturated. He's got Stalkers. He's got Zealots. And this is feeling very Wings of Liberty-esque as there's an Immortal on the way for our blue Protoss player as well. We're getting Warp Gate. Finally getting the Warp Gate here is Diablo. Charge is almost done. And a Stargate. Why not? Whoa, Mothership Core harassment. Why are you doing this? No, 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 no. You're going to get Photon Overcharge into oblivion. Get out. Run, Mothership Core. Oh, did not get Photon Overcharge at all. Garathakk saved it, which probably a good idea, honestly. Oh, he's using this for warping. Okay, pro tip from Falcon Paladin. If you want a 2-second warping instead of a 16-second warping, which is what this is, put a gateway right here within the field of this pylon, and then you can get 2-second warp-ins. It's very nice. Very quick indeed. Not that it really matters because the cooldown, right, is like 20 seconds on your warp gates. So 2-second warp-in just means you're kind of standing around anyway. I mean, if you're just doing this kind of a thing where you're just making units with every round available, fine. I guess you don't need 2 seconds, but for defense, it's really important to warp these units out as fast as they can yeet out. But has anybody made anything that is Legacy of the Void in this game? No Adepts. Mothership Cores were around in Heart of the Swarm. This is a very, very interesting game. Both players seem intent on not using anything from Legacy of the Void. Yeah, Chrono Boost is here, so this is definitely LOTV. We have the ability to make Adepts, right? Yes, yes, in fact we do. There's your Dark Templar. We have Disruptors. Okay, we've got Disruptors in here too. So yeah, they're just choosing not to use the technology available to them. So here's a pretty big Zealot attack. 12 Zealots going against about 5 Stalkers and an Immortal, which is pretty bad against the Zealots. Good job pulling back from Garathakk, and good job pulling back from BlackDiablo. Recognize it. Don't go into a choke. You will die with your melee units. Lings and Zealots will die in that situation. And Garathakk pulling back to the safety of his Photon Overcharge and this little choke. So good job. That is something that I really struggle with. It was, as Zerg, I'm just kind of in attack mode all the time, and I get myself into situations that are not good. Really bad situations, and I don't want to retreat. I don't do it. But then, see, you retreat, you come back in for another day and take down some of these Stalkers. The Stalkers are getting obliterated. Time Warp on the Zealots, but they're still hitting pretty hard against these Stalkers. Another one dead, trying to escape, but in a Time Warp, it's hard to run away. As it turns out, resources lost to this point are 1,500 for Garathakk, and Diablo sitting at 1,700. But there's a counterattack coming from Garathakk here, so he's going to try to sneak down and go for an attack. There is nothing defending for Diablo right now. He's going to have to base race it, I think. Send his Zealots in, because this army, with these Immortals especially, very scary. Very, very scary. But Zealots are here with their charge. Any upgrades on the way for anybody? No. Production tab says upgrades are for chumps, but Falcon Paladin says upgrades are good. Get some forges. Get +1 attack at the very, very least. Oh, there is a forge. Just nothing's been done with it for Garathakk yet. That's embarrassing. Observer scouts this. Now, saw it. Whether the player saw this or not is another question, because these Zealots are coming up and nobody's coming home. Oh, it is a wall off Garathakk with the wall off. Not really lasting very long. Mothership Core going to town on these probes. This is base race, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, getting rid of all these pylons. Going to depower these warp gates. That's a big deal. Losing these warp gates for Garathakk, not very nice. There is a single Immortal here. Not great against this many Zealots. Garathakk sitting at the bottom of the ramp, deciding it's time to go up this ramp and murder some things. Diablo says, how is their stuff killing me? Ah! Meanwhile, his charge lot's doing very, very well against the Stalkers, defensive Zealots, and Immortals. Left back home for Garathakk, and just kind of attacking indiscriminately. Go after the pylons, go after the probes, choose a target, and stick with it. Meanwhile, already up the ramp here is Garathakk. This Mothership Core is still killing probes. 5 kills to her name. She is a hero. 100% for sure. And yeah, this blue Protoss army is extremely scary. The Immortals especially doing 50 damage per shot versus everything armored, which is what these buildings are. Zealots getting rid of the probes. And back in Blue Land, Garathakk losing all his stuff as well. So this is going to be a base race edition of Into the Void. I'm very excited to see this. I like this kind of thing. All right, last... Oh, didn't... Wait, recalled home. Recalled... No! Wait, yes, did recall home to the natural. What happens if you're recalling and the Nexus you're recalling to dies? Do you stay where you are? God, I don't know. All right, here we go. He's back home, though. Garathakk is back home, and he is upset. Diablo says, I don't want to engage with this army. They're scary. We're going to try to run. We're pretty fast. Oh, no, going for it. Did he... Oh, no, no. These Zealots are not attacking with the rest of the army. Don't split your forces. Brr, run. Run for it. Oh, he left the Nexus alive. Where did those Zealots go? Did they get... They must have gotten recalled back home. No, they're just walking... Oh, did he F2? Hold on. Where are you, friend? He might have F2'd everybody up here and left the Nexus alive for Diablo. That's insanity. Meanwhile, Garathakk has probes in random places scattered in the bottom left corner of the map here. just kind of chilling. Got some Zealots from BlackDiablo, warping in Zealots. He has 1 probe, but he's using the rest of his money to warp in 4 more Zealots. That is fantastic. I love it. I love the aggression on display here. He's just in so much trouble. He's in so much trouble, this mass charge lot player against Protoss. I mean, really good against Stalkers and Immortals, but he just doesn't have enough is the problem here. The army value is a full 3,100 for Garathakk and a minor 900 for Diablo, so he's down substantially to this point. Probe's running around checking for additional bases. Do you know what the base is? It's this one that you didn't kill. Well, the army's going to rectify that problem from Garathakk, but meanwhile, guess who's sneaking in the back door while you're worrying about killing his stuff? It is Diablo. Diablo coming on up, going to murder some things, and it's going to be a bad time. It's going to be a real bad time here for Garathakk. He doesn't have enough to make another Nexus either. If he loses this Nexus, he can't rebuild. Wow, what a game. What an Into the Void here, but that's the final Nexus for Diablo, so he's going to lose this, and I just don't know how he comes back from it. I mean, sure, Garathakk's dead at this point. He can't rebuild another home base. He only has 165 minerals, but Diablo's sitting on 60 himself. All of his buildings are here in the main base, except for a single pylon. Are there why are there probes coming back home for Garathakk? They were trying, I guess, to defend their homeland, but the Zealots wrecked him real good. He does have a pylon over here, right? Yes, he has a pylon over there. The Zealots, if they had upgrades, it'd be so much better for them. But don't leave the stuff behind. No, Garathakk, why are you leaving? Okay. He did leave some Zealots behind to kill these warp gates. It's not going to be as fast, but he's getting his army back home to try to save his stuff, which is under direct attack here. Everything's depowered in 3, 2, 1. Everything that Garathakk has is depowered right now. Not that it matters, because again, he has 165 minerals at this moment in time. These Zealots need to stay here. Need to stay here and kill this Stargate and kill this Warp Gate, and something needs to kill this pylon for BlackDiablo. This is way too close for comfort for Garathakk, considering he's up 47 to 18 supply. Where is this Zealot going? And where are you guys going? Garathakk, go save your stuff. Pro tip, if you are base racing and you have the bigger army than your opponent, go back and kill them. You're not going to kill your stuff in time. These Zealots do not have +1 attack. Mothership Core from Garathakk is back home. That's nice. That is good to see. He's moving the wounded Zealot away. This is interesting. Oh no, the Mothership Core goes. The Zealots are going to. Oh my gosh. They're leaving the Stargate behind. This is the only building that Diablo has. Zealot continuing to hack away here. This might turn into a situation where Garathakk is going to have to defend this final pylon, but it's being attacked. No, Zealot, don't worry about that probe. The probe could be a concern. Could make another pylon somewhere, but not anymore, because Charge caught up with it. Come kill this pylon. Oh my gosh. No, how is Diablo going to win this thing? This is insanity. I don't think the Zealot can kill this pylon before he dies, though. Thinking about it. Really trying hard here, but 6 Stalkers show up and obliterate him pretty quickly. All right, Diablo Zealots. All that's left for you to kill is a pylon. Is that right? Structures? Yep, there's a Stargate versus a pylon here. The Zealots, I think they just have to make a run for it. Probe's trying to kill the Stargate early. I think they just need to make a dash for that pylon and just kill it. I mean, Photon Overcharge is going to be up. Right? Mothership Core is over it, but can't save it at all. Where are you going, Garathakk? Your opponent is being revealed. Okay, that's another thing. If your opponent's being revealed, you can see their stuff. And what stuff you can see is all the stuff they have. You don't need to hunt around. That was oh, he's going to catch him, though. He's going to catch him on this ramp. Oh, he caught him! Zealot attack! Zealots attack! No. Oh, what are they doing? They're walking past. They're not attacking. They are single-minded in their efforts. Photon Overcharge is up. Zealot's getting on top of this pylon. Oh, my gosh. Is he going to get it? And if he does... Garathakk, no! You had it! You had it, Garathakk. Oh, that hurts. I don't play Protoss, but man, that hurts. What a clutch move from Diablo. What a clutch move from Diablo. Okay, one, those Zealots that were up here killing these things somehow getting redirected all the way across the map to Alternation because they were part of an F2 army group. Bad. Could have killed... Oh my gosh, the target had 32 hit points on it. I mean, these probes weren't going to kill it in the next 5 seconds, but they were going to get there. It was going to be close. This was really close, actually. But then clutch play from Diablo, walking past this army, recognizing I can't kill this army. I'm going to take my casualties, go destroy this pylon. Photon overcharge is not going to stop me, and he won. And he won! Ridiculous. What a ridiculous Into the Void game. That was a lot of fun. That was so much fun. I wish more people watched these, especially because it's a PvP. People are going to be like, oh, what a boring PvP. But mirror matchups are the most fun in Into the Void because there's nothing standard about them at all, as you can see here. Nothing standard, period. So resources lost here ended up being about 9,000 for Garathakk compared to a real solid 8,200. Out of our friend Diablo here. Well, 8,100, but whatever. Who's counting? 40 probes died for Garathakk and 25 died for Diablo. He made 25 probes that entire game and won. 25 in a 15-minute game. Amazing. Amazing stuff. So positioning's a big deal in games, you guys. If you're trying to do a base race, make sure you're actually attacking buildings the whole time and not sending your whole army off and away from those buildings, which are really important. And that's it. I think that's all the advice that I have. So that's going to be it from me. This has been Falcon Paladin coming to you with yet another edition of Into the Void. Go ahead and hit that like button. Hit that subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, and Patreon, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself.
Broken and ashamed by what you have done. There is no redemption, and so you must run. And it's taken your heart and broken your soul. You cannot go back until you're made whole. And you're running into the void. You go searching into the void to find a place you can live, a place you can love. Is it just an illusion? When push comes to shove, there's a light upon you, and you follow it on, looking for a reason and a way to atone. All around you, the planets and stars. You're lost in a maelstrom of a great new unknown. And you're running into the void. You go searching into the void to find a place you can live, a place you can love. Is it just an illusion? just a shove. And you're running into the void. You go searching into the void. And you're running into the void.